Good morning. Welcome to Love Morning. It is another construction-filled day where I am grateful, so grateful that my job is not working loud construction on a daily basis. So what a blessing to only have to live with this kind of noise temporarily. Welcome to Love Morning. And when we get together here, we like to share things, but it's not a beer. It's a happy thought that makes us feel good. Everybody come from your neighborhood. It's Love Morning. Love Morning, yeah, it's Love Morning. Do 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 da, it's Love Morning. Love Morning, yeah, do 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 dee. Welcome now, you. Hi. Good morning. Hello, Sid. Hello, Annalise. Hello, Christopher. Welcome to a daily practice of gratitude. What are you grateful for? Thank you. Isn't that a fun? It's like it even gets pink at the bottom, so it coordinates even. Thanks, Sid. Probably not going to talk too long because it is quite loud right now. I just closed all the windows and so now it's stuffy and loud. Turn this fan on. Whatever. Anyone want to share something that they're grateful for? I'm grateful that I got to start the day again with a little workout, little jog, and then a jump in the ocean. I got to ride a few waves this morning. It's like hard not to be recalibrated in gratitude. Like, wow, I got to jump in the ocean today, feel the weight of that massive body of water, be propelled on a wave. So grateful that my body works in so many ways. Good morning, Faith. I am grateful for the puzzle adventure. Lisa and I finished our 1,000-piece puzzle yesterday. And what an experience it was for me. A really powerful learning experience of noticing when I wanted to quit, noticing what frustrated me, noticing the kind of positive feedback and satisfaction that I was seeking and then didn't get, and then noticing when I did get it, like sometimes I would find a place for peace and it went in, and it's like wow, that felt good. So I think I have a much deeper understanding of puzzles and a much deeper understanding of my own mechanisms of reward and struggle. So really grateful for the puzzle experiment. Grateful to Jamie, who encouraged me. Grateful to Mo, who's another friend who's been really into puzzles and has been inspiring me. And grateful to John, who is the men's coach, who encouraged me to try something that was a repetitive task. Although, to be honest, I was visualizing, I don't visualize it as a repetitive task, and I don't think puzzle doing is a repetitive task, because there's these long stretches where you're like struggling. And I think repetitive task is more like knitting or walking. Sid is grateful for Chigyam Chunga. His work is transformative and always pulls me back to my roots of mindfulness and radical love and acceptance. I don't know that name. Thank you for the thoughts. Good morning, Razorblade. Faith is grateful for decompression. Neck is grateful he's got a job today. Annalise is grateful for life. I recently had the blessing of nursing a puppy as it transitioned. It was a sick litter, so only one survived. His name is Diesel, and he's fun. That is a tough exercise in acceptance. I remember many years ago, a Hug Nation participant had a child, gave birth, and the child only lived a few days, named the child Caleb after Grandpa Caleb. And then she sent me ashes to put in the Burning Man temple, which is Side note, you're not supposed to do that anymore. The natives have asked for no human remains, but at that time I did put the ashes in the temple, and it was a real struggle for me to figure out how to navigate, that young death. And it takes a lot of accepting of nature and cycles and the understanding of time as we know it and purpose as we know it. Like, who's to say, being alive and being loved, is it less worthy if it happens for a short time? And in a cosmic sense, what's the difference between 2 days and 100 years? You are alive, you are loved, then you're something else. Thanks for sharing that. Sid says, good job on the puzzle. That last stretch of blue must have been hard, but so rewarding. And really, Lisa and I learned a lot of strategy as we went. When you get a friend is visiting and confirmed some of the things that we learned that they were taught, like, when you have a puzzle where the colors and the design does not help you, you have to you organize them by shape. And then you can figure out which shapes go together where. And that we had to do that for the blue. We had to go on shape, which is way less fun, I think. Chris is grateful that nothing came of the dine and ditcher who dipped out of his tab at a local restaurant. Being chased by police, he ran into my studio and hid in the bathroom, and the police found and chased him. Oh my goodness. Wow, that sounds exciting and scary, and glad that there was no destruction or any negative consequences for you. Yikes. Dine and dash, that seems, I guess it depends on where you dine and dash, but that seems like I feel bad for people trying to run restaurants. That's a really tough job. And working in a restaurant is a really tough job. If you're going to dine and dash, steal from a large grocery store chain. Off the record. Steal from Whole Foods. Good morning, Joyous. Joyous is grateful to be here in this place, to hear all of our gratitude. Future grateful for moving through this current transit. I'm grateful that I've never been so consistent and having so much fun with drawing and painting. I did some more drawings last night. I'll show you. I think I showed this one before, the jack-o'-lantern. And then I got crazy and I did a koala. And then another yellow guy. And then a kind of greenish guy. And then a few light bulbs. And then, just a red-skinned guy with horns. No need to label him. This one I dig. And I think that's, one more. One more. So yeah, I've been really having fun with Sharpie and watercolor. So I'm grateful for kind of stumbling in it. I used to draw with Sharpie a lot, but I don't have, so this is a new, very new, although it's funny because I'm not using watercolor paper. So look at my sketchbook is all thick. So what? Good morning, Jason. Hello, Juan. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Razorblade. It's been fun. It's been great. Lisa's been very supportive. She's been very impressed by my drawing, and it's fun to yeah, I'm actually I really like the stuff I've been creating. It's a fun feeling. I mean, I want to be drawing with good or bad. I'm trying to practice things that I do with my hands, like puzzle, like drawing, but it's extra fun when I like the way it looks. Awesome, Sid. Good morning, Zoe. Yay for light bulb. That's your plant name. Oh, sweet. Well, you inspired me yesterday. Thank you. Juan is grateful for an epidural that I just got. They gave me some fentanyl, just a bit. First and last I've had for the Fenny. Ooh. Were you aware of it? Like, do you have any memory? Good luck with the epidural. My epidural, it took me quite a few days before I felt relief. I'm also grateful for, I had a Burning Man theme camp meeting last night, Burners Without Borders. And it's so interesting to me to be a part of camp infrastructure that's not a camp that I started, and see the all the same problems to figure out, and unique flavors of how it's done. And it's actually awesome. I think I underestimated how interesting I would find it. Because also it's a good learning experience, because I'm taking a break from Pink Heart because I want less responsibility. I want to I don't want to be as integrated into the camp. And we had this meeting and there was a newbie breakout, and I went to it because I feel like I have so much experience to share with newbies. And it was weird how my ego was like stepping in and I was like, you don't want to be the authority. You don't want to be the point person. So avoid that temptation of being the one who knows, is good for me. Good morning, Natasha. Natasha is grateful for my rediscovery of chia seeds to use in my morning smoothie routine. Hooray for this tiny superfood. Hooray for chia seeds. I'm grateful for I had sushi last night while the sun set over the ocean. That was pretty fantastic. Yeah. Who else has got a little more gratitude? And then I'll probably do what I can to get a breeze or avoid this volume that's here. I'm grateful for a couple of Facebook memories that came up just to jog my memory. I had one in 2018 is when I launched the Pink Path and started doing a group coaching program. So that's wild to think about. That was 6 years ago. And interesting, how I don't have anything on the calendar, any coaching on the calendar. I'm not sure what that is, but maybe I should really look at a time to do some more group coaching. And I'm grateful. I had a Facebook memory come up of 4 years ago when we were in the beginning of COVID pandemic. And I had a post of so wait, if we're outside and we're 6 feet apart, do we still need a mask? And I was like, wow, remember that? Remember we were trying to figure out how to act and how not to scare people or offend people and make other people angry. And then soon after that, there was somebody who was always going to be angry, the sheep. And boy, oh boy, I'm glad that chapter is in the past. Chris says, one of the things I appreciate is your ability to be self-aware of shortcomings and admit it. Thank you. It's, I used to be pretty good at being humble, but now I'm awesome at it. That's a joke. Well, I'm so clear that the process of being human is one of continually noticing the things that have impacted you, the layers of ego stuff and socialization and trauma and triggers. And it seems ignorant to defend who you are too much. It seems irresponsible to not acknowledge that as we are triumphant, we are also struggling. And there's a shortcoming is just place that you are human. It's not always easy to sit in that state, though. And I think that there's also a pressure to present in the world as if you got it all together, which is really unhealthy. So part of my dharma is trying to be really clear that, hey, I have a bunch of stuff that I'm still learning. And if you are not still aware that you have a bunch of stuff you're still learning, then I don't think you're in a very good place to be teaching people things, because you lack self-awareness. Like, that's why I like Ram Dass so much, because he's such a wise human and so aware of his humanness, and that state of awareness and of divinity and human shortcomings is, I think, a really powerful place to learn from. Well, what a treat to get to spend this morning with you. Sid says, yeah, I never trust anyone who thinks they know it all. You sure about that, buddy? Exactly. At the same time, I can see someone like make a video, and often people will say, do these 5 things to crush. And I'm like, I get why we want to hear that kind of conviction from people, but I don't know. It's hard to trust. You're right. Well, wherever you are, give yourself a big ol' hug. Feel gratitude for this space and your journey and your shortcomings and your triumphs. Grateful for the ability to celebrate one another's and be reminded of our beautiful humanity in each other. As we take a deep breath in, squeeze. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and everybody here, thanks for being here for this morning's Love Ambassador Morning and Hug Nation meetup. I love you. Happy hump day.